Guys, I just remember this little story time here. Uh, when I was looking for a job and I got this one, they were asking me for my skills and, to see how good I will be at this position. And basically, what I needed to get the job was to be comfortable with internet slang and all the memes and all the trends and all that stuff. Yeah, so they asked me if I was comfortable with all the slangs and the new terms that people were coming with. Well, people and kids mostly. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm actually like what you will call a chronically online person. A spoiler alert, that was a lie. I am actually a chronically offline person. I don't have social media and I didn't know any slang, okay? The closest slang I knew was OMG and LOL. But yeah, that was it. So I said, yeah, sure. I know everything on the internet. And I got the job. I don't know how, but I did. A little forward in the timeline, I'm in the job. I got the job. And I got lost pretty quickly and often because I didn't know what the kids were saying on the internet, okay? Like, they were saying pretty bad stuff. All the hate speech, everything bad, you know? And, they were coming up with this slangs so weird, like Sivao, Riz, the Lulu, no cap. And I was like, what the hell is that? Why people can talk like normally? Like, I don't know. Like normal people. I was getting very frustrated in that position because we were getting audits every week. And sometimes when I thought kids were saying something normal, I will get it back from my managers and saying, like, what the hell? They were saying, I'm going to kill your mother. And I was like, what? Where? But it was all the slang. So yeah, I got pretty burned out quickly. I was looking for another job already because I wanted to quit, but at the same time, I didn't want to because they paid me. And I don't know about you guys, but I know mostly people don't work because they love to. They do because of money. We need money. I want money to eat and to, well, mostly to eat. Yeah. I like buying delicious cakes, cookies, cheesecakes, and all the delicious stuff, and my medicine too, which is expensive. But yeah, I do have a lot of anecdotes from that job. I was doing content moderation for a gaming company, a very well known gaming company. And I will say that after that experience, I actually hate that company. Okay, so this gaming company, they did things with very poor logistic, and I didn't like the way they treated deadlines. They will give you something to do, and then they will tell you, like, oh, actually, it was for yesterday, so why haven't you finished? And stuff like that. Sometimes they will ask for overtime, saying that it will get paid, but then you do the overtime, and oh, like magic, you are not getting paid. So, yeah, garbage company, and a lot of people play their games. Well, they actually only have like two or three. I don't know, but it's pretty famous, and I hate it. Pretty bad because it's entertaining. Not a lot, but yeah, my friends like it. I'm pretty sure I can get like multiple videos talking about that company and about my almost 3 years in that position. I met the managers, the vendors, and all that stuff, and not good people. not good people. People on earth are very good, mostly kind, but they were not, okay? I don't know how they sleep at night, but it was weird. And you know what? It was like one must think that because it's a millionaire, trillionaire, I don't know, but yeah, let's say a billionaire company, you would think that they have lots of fundings for their company's employees, or yeah, whatever you call it, their slaves, but they don't. They don't have the credit card to do that. They don't have the ability. And all of a sudden, they don't have the money. They need extra time and extra work done. Well, you better pray because you're not getting paid. Okay, you know what? But it wasn't all bad. I had a pretty decent experience because it was on site, an on site job, which I don't like. Every floor we had a vending machine. Okay, so one of those machines where you put the money and they give you, I don't know, a soda or a juice, cookies, I don't know, that stuff, but they were free. So that was awesome. You had like, supposedly the rule was to get 3 freebies daily, but you know that we cannot get cool stuff because people always do bad things. I don't know how to say it, but you know, they steal it. You tell them you have 3 freebies and then they take 5. So yeah, we went from 3 to 2, and then we went to 1, and then we went back to 3. There was a time in this where there was a moment in this timeline where we had to get an app to get a QR code so the machine will let you get your treat. But that app never worked correctly, so it was chaos and all bad stuff. We also got a free meal every week, but I'm gonna be honest, I hated that meal because the few times I went to eat and got my free meal, I got, what do you think I had? Yeah, I had an intoxication. Food intoxication, food poisoning, whatever you call it. I don't know how it's called. But yeah, I got poisoning. So no, I didn't like it. I wasn't the only one getting poisoned. Another good thing is that because it was a gaming company and because our moderation and our job was tied to gaming, we spent most of our time playing video games, like just being idiots because we weren't treated with respect. So, yeah, we just paid with the same coin that they paid us. And we were watching Netflix, we were sleeping in our places, on our chair. And it was amazing, you know what? Sounds bad saying it out loud, but I didn't feel bad because, I don't know, in perspective, they didn't treat us well. So I don't feel bad. So yeah, that was my experience lying on my job interview to get a job and to get money because I needed to eat something. But yeah, that was my experience. An angel lying in her job interview to get a position that she wasn't qualified for. But yeah, I got it. I got my money and I left that place. I got another job in the same company, but different position, totally different position. And I'm not dealing with that gaming company anymore. So yeah, like for more story times and subscribe if you want more crazy anecdotes from me. Because I have a lot. You won't believe how many I have. So yeah, you will have me here talking for years. Like no end, nonstop, you will get frustrated with my voice. Okay, that's it. Bye.